Face. Oh no. Hey everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you for everybody who said hey to me today. I just got a bunch of texts. Maybe they came in earlier, I'm not sure, because I was in meetings. But I'm hoping that everybody's okay. But to those who are asking, am I okay? I'm fine. Apparently, there's a tropical storm called Elsa. But I can honestly say I think she's above me now. Now I will name this at some point of the evening, and this has nothing to do with what I learned today, but at some point, I think overnight, she might have came through. Well, her dredges, the extra parts of her, because there was a power outage. Didn't even know it until this morning when my phone was hot, and I was like, oh, there was a surge. So that's what I do know. But I just looked in the radar. From what I know, I'm okay, and we're okay. And thank you guys for asking. So yeah, she's a tropical storm, and like I said, I believe she's above me now. When I looked at the radar, I will go check the news right after this. So yeah, and I'm definitely lifting up. I don't want anybody to think this is like not serious, because it is. I'm definitely lifting up every single person who is going through, the storm. We continue to lift up the families of those who lost loved ones in the condo collapse in Surfside, which is down a little further from where I am, because I'm north. I'm in not like Fort Lauderdale, but I'm north of that, let's just say. So we lift that up, and I pray for you all as wherever you are. So tonight, in the midst of the storm, that's what I should have called this. I was thinking throughout the day as I'm doing those global meetings. Shout out to Baptist Sword Alliance and all those who have worked so hard to put on a conference. Over 4,000 people registered, and 100 and something countries. I should know the numbers, but we have great sessions tomorrow if you are registered. Great sessions. Come on by the North American Baptist Fellowship session if you're registered and you're in North America. It's going to be a great conversation there. And I believe I'm doing another session, a communal session, sometime in the afternoon. So yeah, if you can join us, please do. NT Ways, today's topic, very quick. I was sitting there thinking about Jesus, when Jesus was talking about, like, you really don't want to put old wine or new wine in old wineskins, and the problem with that. And I started thinking to myself, I've said that so often since forever, but I've also thought about today. I don't know if I was thinking too deeply about this, but I was thinking in this scenario, how I often use this is when I'm talking about processes and developing new ways of thinking. And you don't want to put the new wine in old wineskins. Why? Because according to Jesus and people, I guess, who make wine, like they used to do back in Jesus' day, it will bust, and so you don't want to do that. We don't. We want to put new wine in new wineskins, right? And by the way, that's Matthew chapter 9. Just read it to that. But anyway, the point that I'm making is when we try to put the new things in the old things, and it end up expanding, busting all over the place. Sometimes that's what happens in churches and traditions. Not a new thought. But what my new thought was today was just trying to make it, when I'm thinking about wellness and things and the holistic nature of it, I'm like, Tika, are you the new wine? Are you the wine or the wineskin? Are you, what if God is trying to pour something in you? Instead of you thinking of yourself as just this innovative person, what if God is trying to pour something into you that's new, but your ways are so old that it's just busting? Your mindset is so old, and it's old meaning not like by age, but old meaning like you need to have a new mindset. Need to have a new way of thinking. And what if that might be the reason that some things bust apart sometimes? Because you're trying to take the new thing God is trying to pour into you, and you think you're the new thing, that with the new ideas and stuff, but really you're the resistant wineskin, and you are being, and it's busting. It can't hold because you have a mindset for a time past instead of a time right now. It can't hold what God is trying to provide. And so God's going to give that to somebody else because your mindset cannot expand. So I would say, Lord, create in me a new heart, like renew a right spirit in me. Lord, do a new thing. But first, expand my mind so I can be able to handle the new thing that God is pouring in. Like I said, the reason for me that that's a lesson for today, because I usually try to think of myself as the new person pouring new things, or bringing new ideas. And instead, it's kind of like today, God was like, maybe switch that, reverse it. Maybe you're not the one being innovative. Maybe you're the one being resistant to what I'm trying to do. And maybe the reason some things aren't working like you want them to work is because you need to allow me to give you a new mindset about some of these things, a new lifestyle that can handle what I'm trying to pour into it, that can handle what I'm trying to do for you. So this is what I'm thinking today, you guys. And it's been like one of those, ooh, ouch type of moments because, like I said, hey, Sylvia, hey, Donna, how y'all doing? I'm so informal with these things. But this is really what the lesson is for today. And it really makes me think in every aspect of my life, because sometimes I am that innovative wine that I feel like God is pouring out. But sometimes I am that old wineskin that's like, it's like when you try to pour into something, it's like, nah, don't pour that into her. It's just gonna bust. She can't handle it. Can't handle it. Can't handle what I'm about to do because I need to create something in you. And if you're resistant to that transformation, if you're resistant to being something new, you can't handle something being poured into you that's new. So that's where I realized, like, oh, that's where God can pour it to somebody else, because why waste the wine? Why waste the innovation? Why waste the idea on, if I'm not willing to be what is needed for a time such as this? So I pray for you guys. I need to tag in to see if anybody's on, see if y'all gonna talk to me tonight. And thank you once again to everybody who's texted me, asked me, am I safe? Because as a matter of fact, I am. I am safe, y'all. I am here. And I want to ask you all, as you're chatting with me over the next few minutes, what has God shown you? Like, what new thing has God shown you? Like, let me transform you. Let me transform you. Or maybe it's not just you. Maybe it's the group you're in. That's like, this is why you can't handle, this group cannot handle what the newness of what I'm trying to do. And if the group can't transform, it's not a bad thing if God says, you know what, we're going to keep old wine, because there's something wonderful, I guess, valuable about old wine now. Don't waste the wine. There's something valuable about it, but it can't be, we're not going to put new wine in an old wineskin. So if you're just going to be the old wineskin, that's fine, but you can only handle what was. You can't handle what shall be. You can't handle something being created new. Just know that. You can handle what you've already had, what's already been. And so that's what I have been asking God to do in me. Hey, Tasha. Hey. Yes, this is so true. This was just in preaching. Yeah, I was saying God's message is the same, but he does change it. Yes, God changes the message. Are we available to be the new weapon? Yes, because here's what I know. Sometimes and the danger is for those of us who once were the new, that we can get stuck, and we can get stuck real quick in the time, in the way of that time works. And that's where we just have to be open and continually be transformed, because I know God can do it. And I know God is doing a new thing, and it's not to make anybody feel bad about anything, because this is the lesson I learned today, but to do that heart check, to do the life check and say, Lord, am I the wine? Am I the wineskin? Am I the old or the new? And whatever it is you are, be great. But just don't fool yourself into thinking you are something that you're not. And then don't be envious when you see God. This is where I got to be today. Not because I'm envious, because I love to be that. Like, I will cheerlead you on, child. I will cheerlead you on. I used to love going to youth stuff, whether they won or lost. I'll be cheering their name. I know I embarrassed many of them because they'll be on the bench. I'll be like, go, be on that bench, yes. Wherever you are, I'm just gonna say, yes, Jesus. Now I was cheering, hopefully they got off the bench. But some of them they did. And I just be like, you great on that bench. Yes, you are. But so you gotta be a cheerleader in life. And so I'm not saying that to be envious, but it is wonderful to see God doing new things. And in my spirit, I felt like God was saying, I'm trying to do that with you, but you gotta be willing to be a new vessel for me to use you like I'm calling you to. You gotta be willing. Cheer people on. Don't try to be that vessel. Be the vessel I called you to be. But allow me to transform you and to do a new thing with you so I could pour a new thing in you. All right? We don't want to bust, y'all. We don't want to bust. So that's the lesson I learned today. Y'all tell me how God is calling you to do a new thing. I love you, love you, love you all. I'm about to go look at the news since people keep asking me about Elsa. Like I said earlier, I hope she above me now, being in North. But we're going to pray for all those in the path of the storm, and especially to those who are homeless, and to first responders and things like that. So once again, you all, let me know what God is doing in your life and how God is calling you, pressing you. Don't be afraid to be the new wineskin, because God is going to pour something new in you. All right. Hope you guys, I didn't say it yet, have a wonderful night and a beautiful day. Bye-bye.